Oh, right, yeah. I forgot that they actually ended up removing the buyback. Is it that buybacks only get to sit around for like 4 days? Especially solos. Why do we only get solos for like a few days? I swear.
You're a rat, you know that?
Dude didn't move out of your spawn. It ain't my fault you don't have the incentive. I spent my whole life with no incentive. I know what it's like. I don't know what we're gonna see by spectating this, but I'm just happy to be back spectating. After the update and everything's changed, I'm really curious how Warzone kind of plays out after the big update. Oh, and he busted into the red. What is going on with that? What's up with... I've never seen a chest like that before. Have you guys ever seen a red chest? Not an orange chest. I'm saying a red chest. It's gotta be... Right? So with the update that ended up coming out for Warzone, I'm sure you guys have all heard about it, but basically they ended up nerfing the TTK of all of the weapons across the board, mostly. Now see, over here in solos, it's a little bit different because there are a few weapons that work in solos that just simply don't work. Got a Krig and a PPSH, I mean, ends up calling the artillery strike on top of there, so they won't be able to hear wherever they're coming in at. Steel will be able to run in around the side. See, if I were this guy, I probably would have rotated upwards whenever these explosions are happening. Okay, yeah, so it hit him, so he knows that it's above him a little bit. He's either on the roof or he got hit through the window right here. Yep, to his right. Got him right in the corner. See, right there, some players wouldn't have even bothered to, like, preemptively even slowly go at that corner, but this guy seems a little bit intelligent. No, he's got 5 kills already, and this isn't buyback either. I've been hearing, besides, like, the meta change and everything, I've been getting tagged with, like, TikToks and shit on Twitter saying that, people are... running around with God mode, and then I was right, and that it was only a matter of time before people had God mode. Obviously, I don't actually have any effect whatsoever on whether or not these guys come out with a God mode. Would I have given them the idea to come out with God mode? I literally can't be the only person in the world that's ever seen God mode before. That's stupid. These guys clearly know that God mode is a thing. It just hasn't happened yet until recently. There's a TikTok going around of a guy that just was running around, I think in Rebirth, that was completely invulnerable. The thing is, we don't know if that's like a deliberate hack or if it's like, oh, there's somebody in front of him. They ended up taking the bounty right here in the building. Popped in. I mean, there's only so many places they could go, and since he had the tracker perk, you can see that he went to the corner immediately. If it is a deliberate God mode, yeah, there's gonna be problems for sure. Sweeping bans won't be enough to really save the game, because it's gonna get to the point to where you don't even have a chance against the cheater. You already, like 9 times out of 10, probably aren't gonna kill the cheater unless they're incredibly bad or you're in like a scenario. Like certain positions you could be in, you can definitely kill hackers, but most of the time, yeah. These guys know when they can and can't be vulnerable. Ends up nearly getting blown up, just completely shred-schmeated. Other guy's running up to the building now. No, he's not. He's actually just sitting there. He's gonna wait for him to actually re-challenge. Got the growl. A lot of people are running the growl again because it actually ended up getting a small little buff while everything else getting a nerf. Tries to end up actually hitting him over the thing from cover with the MP5 though, and that's not that great at doing that. Knows that he's there in front of him. He's literally just sitting there mounted up. If I were him, I would have just literally ran backwards, taken the car, driven towards him, and then just forced the guy to jump over on one side or the other. Just go and kill him. He sucks. Take the car and just drive at him. You don't even need to do this, but okay. Throws a snapshot. Boom, he sees him. Jumps out and challenges in the worst possible way. This is the same way that you have people that are sitting there saying things like, dude, controller's way too strong. I die because whenever I stun them, I jump right in front of their bullets and die. Aim assist is ridiculous. This guy did the same exact thing just with a snapshot grenade. Why do people think that because you hit him with a fucking special grenade that all of a sudden they can't shoot you? Why? Why does everyone do this? This is like being in the middle of a fight, you rock the guy and go, oh shit, I can just keep swinging, and you get knocked out for it. If you stun somebody and you know that the only way that you can challenge is directly in front of them, then just don't challenge them off the stun. If you know you're gonna die, stop challenging it. Also, speaking of TikTok where everybody was tagging me, there was also like these compilation wholesome clips of me. Wholesome? My content? I don't know if wholesome is the word. Well, let's say more so realistic. That's a rocket. Pulls out the C-58, gets beamed immediately. That kind of looked like all headshots. Them boys, 604. Only has 2 kills though. I mean, he's probably not cheating. Just hit him real good. He's a durable gas mask. All right, gets beamed immediately as soon as he goes to loot. I mean, over the past couple kills that I've seen here, it didn't look like they had much of a chance to really react, regardless of the TTK change. Although this is a stoner right here. Now, the one thing I noticed after these changes is that the long-range TTK with the LMGs is still incredibly fast in comparison. HDR Pila, what a psychopath. Tim is the best. This isn't Tim the Tap Man, right? This must just be Tim. Tim just opening up on user, just ends up going down. The streamer mode literally doesn't work. He's going up towards all the loot now. I mean, I'd be very careful. A lot of people have died in this spot at this point, and there's definitely been a lot of noise, a lot of different gunshots. There's no cover here. He's going to check the other pile now. Here we go. He picks up more money. The satchel there. There you go. This guy has a custom ZRG and a custom Farah. The Farah did end up catching a nerf, but it's by no means a bad weapon. Testing it out a little bit, so he's not gonna hop in the car. He's actually just gonna run away from it. I guess he doesn't want people to know his rotation going into the circle, which, I mean, I guess is kind of smart, considering his position at the moment, because if he were to drive out here, I mean, this is really not fun to drive in with the Rover. Gotta run around all these tall buildings that everybody is definitely sitting on top of. There's a guy sniping at him. He's aiming at him from like 200 yards away, ends up hitting him. I wonder what he hit him with. I wonder if he hit him low with a Swiss, or that was like just a general Car 98 shot. Oh, and also the people are starting to really just hang on to the Swiss. They're realizing that that little extra damage, yeah, obviously if you shoot somebody in the head, the Car 98 is best in that way. But in terms of consistency and the way that this game is with the hit detection from time to time, yeah, apparently the Swiss reticle is actually misaligned at the moment, so yeah, that's great. It's nice to have that damage, especially if you end up hitting him with a couple bullets first, and then, oh, he's just spinning. Hold on a second, this man turned up his sensitivity to 3 instead of 2. Tim is the best, literally staring into heaven. I mean, we're seeing a lot of old school Warzone type of weapons come back. The Growl, the Modern Warfare MP5, things like that. This long-range HDR has never really gone out of style, but I mean, this guy is hard committed to this peak right here. Oh my god, when he zooms out, you can't see anything. Checking behind him, make sure that no one's coming up behind him. There's a lot of people that were asking for a counter to Dead Silence, and they ended up showing and previewing in the patch notes. Oh, he's got level 2 threat. He's got to be real careful now. I don't know if he notices yet. This guy's probably within like 100 meters of him, 50 meters or so, probably. They said that in the patch notes, they mentioned that they were going to make a change to high alert so they can actually hear Dead Silence footsteps. Honestly, I think the spawn rate of Dead Silence was more of an issue than the fact that there's, quote, no counter to it. They're creating this because it felt like there was no counter to it, right? So where's the counter to Ghost? Tell me what the counter to Ghost is. I'll sit here and wait. Are you gonna tell me it's being able to see them with your eyeballs? There is no drawback to picking Ghost other than the fact that you don't have Overkill. And even then, you don't need to pick Overkill. Just in terms of like momentum, a good pace game, yeah, it feels good to use Overkill. But the reality of it is you can pick up anyone's shit. Ends up getting sniped in the side as he's coming down. Again, takes the same amount of damage away from him, 2 plates and a quarter or so. He's aiming at him again, breaks him, hits him really hard. Gonna plate up here. He has to be very careful about the peek on the edge there. Now the guy might be able to actually, now is he gonna peek the same exact spot? What a psychopath. He's actually gonna stand up and ends up getting shot immediately. Bad peek. It's also a really shitty spot. See, this is a bad position just even in a vehicle. So, I mean, being on foot is really terrible here. And if he rotates all the way back, he has to move. I'm pretty sure this guy's gonna have to move though. Now, the thing is, that dude's probably gonna parachute. Oh, no, he's getting shot in the back. All right, now he's sandwiched. The guy's gonna drop down on top of him. He also has no plates whatsoever. Throws a thermite at the wall. Pops Dead Silence though in hopes of being able to kind of throw him off. Directly above him. He doesn't. Oh my god. Wait, the play. So he does have the durable here. Now this is actually not that bad of a play. He can just take the long rotation here. Oh, I don't know if he's fast enough though. He's not slide canceling or anything. He's just regular sprinting. He's only got 1 more tick left in his durable gas mask. He doesn't need to pick this up. He's actually exposed his position now. He's gonna drive out, but he has no plates. This is really bad. The guy's gonna be directly to his right and just shoot him. Dude, he should have just kept running. I don't know. That was just an awful position. I mean, it's a good try, man. And there's only so much you could have done. Element 208. Oh. Well, the long-range to HDR right there really didn't help. Lazy McCrazy, coughing now repeatedly. Sounds like she took way too big of a hit. Oh, and she's down. Only level 2. This guy might actually be a cheater. Has 5 kills at level 2. The hacker dies to the gas. I wonder if they have Gulag. If they do have Gulag, they're probably gonna just come back and win the game. Ends up challenging. C58 breaks the armor, but ends up getting headshotted by Eddie Boy. No idea what he's using. Everything is just happening so fast. The thing is, I am noticing that people are dying a little bit slower. The first couple kills, all right, it seemed a little regular, but those were LMGs and stuff. But in terms of these ARs here, I mean, still beam the ever-living shit out of them. Obviously, it's going to reward accuracy here. Beam Stumpy. Eddie Boy, the FAR is still really, really nice feeling. He realized he didn't have any plates there. He probably could have bought. He's too busy trying to get the reload and stuff, though, after picking up the kill. Understandable. It's only so much time to do things. Now, the thing is, his next fight he needs to be real careful about since he only has 2 plates. He just needs to be able to open up on people, though. So long as he doesn't have a fair fight, he can totally do it. And he also, I'm pretty sure, he might have Ghost. He might not, though. There's somebody in front of him, above him, actually. Somebody's over at the crates next to him. They're going out into the street, crossing the way, ends up peeking it. Just has a fair fight there, a fair peek at each other, but he does have self-revive, and this guy's gonna get pinned by the guy above him, and that guy gets cleaned up by somebody. I don't... The guy above him disappeared. He has no place now, is peeking. Oh, that guy came up behind him, so the dude that was ground level here in the street ended up cleaning the guy up above him. That guy killed the guy that was on the ground, and Eddie Boy just gets out super lucky. See, right there in that situation, yeah, that's the obvious right play. He's alive, but he didn't know what was gonna work out there. That's just the thing about BRs. It's just weird that people are gonna pretend like that literally isn't 80% luck that you're even alive. Oh, the gas is closing in. This circle, he ends up picking up a bounty, and that guy's already in the circle, so he knows when he rotates in here. That's pretty good. This guy might be in a vehicle, though. He seems to be moving pretty quickly. He's going towards the prison. This circle is not very friendly for him, but there are a lot of buildings that you could just sit in or whatever, and it's like, oh, ends up seeing somebody that was crossing with him. Out super easy, super simple. Ooh, wait. What's the disrespect for? Oh, what did he do? Honestly, I do really like the changes that they made with the overall TTK of the game. Oh, end up getting beamed to Eddie Boy, just in a terrible position. Goon Actual in the best position, really. I mean, again, like we were saying from the start, this rotation just sucks. Without having a safe vehicle to be able to just kind of drive around this is really tough. This guy actually has an advanced UAV just in his pocket. He's ready to pop it endgame. This guy's ready to win this shit. Overall, this is a good way to nerf the really slow-paced, ratty, third-party playstyle kind of way. It has its own place. It has a right to exist. It's just was way too strong. So by hitting this, like, around the board, it, in a sense, does take away the power of that playstyle a little bit. The people that don't like the changes won't really be able to just, like, sit there and scream and cry about it like, you know, it was one change to their ghost perk or something. What I'm saying is, make a BR mode where the radar is always on. Everyone just has a Blackbird at all times. Come challenge. Goon Actual, using any and every cover available to them, including blades of grass. People are definitely going to be looking up here, because I don't know about laying here. I really don't. What is his second? Oh, God. That was all headshots. The thing is, he was laying down, so, I mean, it must have been pretty easy. 10 kills. Picks up the advanced UAVs and sees the other 2 players. Oh. Ends up getting hit by the... Wait a minute. He gets hit by the cluster strike from a distance. Only one of them, though. That is really unfortunate. So they're rotating in. This is super strong late game. This is crazy. UAV ran out. He knows that the guy is at the bushes down there, and the other guy is right there where he marked, rotating in. So the guy down in front of him is absolutely going to be able to just look up. I mean, he basically is trying to wait to see if these guys will fight each other, but if he gets a shot, he'll probably take it. You gotta be careful to your left, though, peeking this guy like this. He's running out into the field, trying to make a gas play, ends up going down, and is now rotating over towards this other guy. This is really, really sketchy. He's not being quiet about it at all. Just runs straight towards him and dies. I mean, what the fuck are we doing anymore, guys? Well, I mean, at least a cheater didn't win. It's always a good feeling. Usually it's a cheater. Most games that I spectate over on Power Duck just passively, I mean, they're just cheaters everywhere. Even for, like, the lower. Warzone's different. It's also the same. Good changes, though. Keep going.